How we doing out there, everybody? Here with you guys for our 12th week of the term. And this week we're actually going to be getting into A Doll's House. So we want to look at Act 1. You don't have to read all of Act 1. There is a stopping point. I give you the line in the act where you could stop. For this week, what we're doing are annotations. And all an annotation is, it's identifying certain textual aspects of the literature and writing a brief marginal comment explaining the significance of whatever you've identified. So usually you could just make a highlight in your copy of the play. It's provided for you via Project Gutenberg. So that's our assignment due for Sunday. Look at the annotation guide and the assignment. There are 5 different things you could be on the lookout for. Unfamiliar or words you don't know for vocabulary. Also, anything that just really stands out to you, what you would qualify as a significant plot moment or a character development moment. Maybe you see a theme starting to emerge in the dialogue. So yeah, just go ahead and read the guide that is given to you all for the assignment, and it gives you the 5 aspects you could be on the lookout for. So that's due Sunday, kind of guiding us along with our reading. And then our engagement activity for this is a journal. I've given you guys an article from The Guardian, which is a, pretty, well, not pretty, it's very well-known publication from the UK. The article is a little old. It's 2013. But what it does is the author talks about the significance of A Doll's House from when it first premiered in the 19th century to today. It was written in 2013, but some of the conversations we were having in 2013 about the role of the woman in society, housewife versus charting your own path. We were having those conversations in 2013. They've kind of reached a fever pitch now, talking about gender roles and things of that nature. And so the article kind of addresses the relevancy, I should say, of A Doll's House in the 21st century. So I've given you the link in the journal. You could just, copy it and paste it into your web search and read the article. And all I'm asking is, what do you think the author's main point or thesis is about the play's relevance in the 21st century? Do you share her perspectives, her arguments about, this play's role? Do you argue, or do you agree with her diagnosis of society in the 21st century, even though it was 2013, not too far away from today? So do that, please, in a paragraph of approximately 200 words. That's for your, or you could separate it into 2 paragraphs. That's for your journal, responding to the article. And then the other thing is your annotations. So whatever you guys use, whether it's DocHub or some other Notability, or you should have a means to manipulate a document digitally, and all you have to do is highlight standout moments at the stopping point in Act 1, and just write brief marginal comments explaining why you highlighted what you highlighted. And these are 10 instances in the reading. Okay, you have 5 categories: a connection, questions you have, something you're curious about, unfamiliar or compelling word choice, any strong visceral emotional reaction you feel, or a particular story element or a literary element moment, setting, tone, mood, characterization, conflict. You could annotate according to those guidelines there. Other thing is, if you've done a redo for your last essays, I've probably been saying for a week or so now that I'm going to get to them, and I am. They are going to be updated if you indeed did do a redo based on your peer review. So those will be added in certainly by the end of the term. I'm trying to stay on track with what we have week by week here, but I will be getting to those. So don't worry if you haven't received that yet. Otherwise, that's we're gonna kind of go into our play here piece by piece. It's probably a good idea to start thinking about even though we're just looking at Act One this week, we'll be finished with Act One next week, and you can read ahead certainly. But start thinking about, hey, what do I think about this play? What is a statement that I can make about it, an argumentative claim that I can make about it in its portrayal of the role of the woman, the role of the man, gender roles, that kind of interpersonal dynamic between men and women. How we treat women as delicate; they need to be kept. You can make connections to Disney movies. Think of King Triton and Ariel. He basically doesn't want her leaving the kingdom. Think of the Sultan and Jasmine and Aladdin. He does not want her leaving the palace. So this is really a tale as old as time, from fairy tales onward. The essential nature of men and women, and attitudes change over the centuries, of course. So I will kind of urge you guys to start thinking about, how are you connecting with this play as you're reading it? Because we are going to write a paper on it. That's our final assignment, is a research essay on A Doll's House, using Galileo-sourced academic articles. So it's never too early to start kind of wading in those waters if you want to start looking for sources and things of that nature. And I know we're very early on in the process, so not trying to rush you guys too much. While we're on the subject, let's see when our spring break is, because I know we're coming up on that. All right, March 31st through April 4th. So that is not this week, but the following week for the GNTC schedule. So that might just be a reading week, rather. And then we're going to start chucking along with reading the rest of the play, thinking of a research idea, thesis idea to pursue. So that is where we are right now, guys. Grades, I think, are up to date with our discussion, and for the activity due Friday, all of your peer review discussions are returned as of now. So yeah, that is where we're sitting right now, everybody. Let me know if you need anything via email, and I will sign off, and we'll see you again in a couple weeks. Peace.